Greetings! This is a tutorial to show you how to use data tables in Excel to conduct multiple replications of our simulation. Okay, so this is a spreadsheet in which I have embodied the logic that you developed in last class, given inter-arrival times and service times, how to calculate times of arrival, times of departure, total time in system, and waiting time. Now, you're welcome to click around on this and check out the formulas. Now, over here in orange, those are parameters. If you change those, that changes everything, so leave those alone. And then in the gray area over here, these are the random draws that I have made. Don't worry about how I did it. It turns out that these come from an exponential distribution. Again, don't worry about that. We'll learn more about that when we get into queuing theory. Okay, so what have I got? I've set up my simulation to consist of 150 observations, or 150 customers come through. Okay, so I've got this thing, it's very long, 150, so I can use Excel to make our life easier by just hiding some of these rows. So I'm going to grab here, or not. Well, let me go down here. We'll try this. We'll start down at the bottom, and I'll grab here and start rolling it up. Woohoo, it's working, right? Alright, so meanwhile, back on the farm, trying to get this figured out. It's too bad I have to do it a screen at a time, but we're getting there. Okay, so it goes, so our observations basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 141, 142, 150. The other observations are in there, but I've hidden them. Okay, so I created here the performance metric that we're interested in. That is the average of the waiting time of all of our 150 customers. Now, every time I hit recalc, and on the Mac it's command equals, on the PC, I don't know off the top of my head, I think it's F9, but don't quote me. So I'll hit that, and it generates a new replication. This is a single replication, and in this replication, customers wait on average 6.9 time units. Let's call them minutes. And hit it again. Now the customers are waiting 7.6 minutes. Hit it again, 7.0. This looks pretty tame. Now it's 23.4. Okay, so great. And what we'd like to be able to do is we'd like to be able to do, say, 100 times, push down that button, and capture the data for all of those 100 observations. And so here's how we do that. So I'm going to create over here a data table, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to number the lines 1 to 100. And so I put a 1 and a 2 in there, and then I drag it down, and Excel has figured out that I'm numbering, and I keep dragging it down until I've got 100 of them in there. Okay, so Excel has figured it out. So there's my numbers 1 to 100. Okay, great. So I'm going to create a data table here. So I'm going to just put in some descriptive, I'll just call this data table. So I'll know what is going on down there. And so when you're creating a data table, location, location, location. Right here is where you're going to put a formula of the cell of interest. So this is the thing. So the cell I'm interested in is that cell. Okay? So that's what I want to be tracking. Okay? And what I want to do is I want to create 100 observations here. Data table can do this for you. So here I'm lighting up that blank cell, and then I'm going to light up the rest of the table. I come over to this column because that's where my replications, the average waiting time for each of those 100 presses of the calc button. And I go down, I need to light this whole table up. Here it goes. Good thing I didn't want to do 500 replications. Okay, so now I've got that lit. And so I need to insert a data table. And there's a lot of ways to do this, and I hate Microsoft's new menus, so let's see if we can get rid of them. And let's go to good old-fashioned, oh shoot, I'm going to do it here. Otherwise, you go up to the data the data menu, and let's see. If only I could pause this. Let's see. Hang on a second.